All right. All right. All right. All right. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again. Once again, with probably one of the more classic videos, live streams I could ever put together for you guys today. Sincerely hope everybody is blessed and having a good one. Doc's having a great one. Whether my mic is coming through loud and clear or not, I refuse to stop this one because we can only talk about this one time and one time only. And I promise you, you guys are going to enjoy this one. But let's go ahead and go through the official time check, which is what? 8:51 in the PM Eastern Standard Time, which makes it about 7:51 in the PM Central. Of course, 5:51 for everybody repping that West Coast. And of course, 9:51 in the AM Philippine Standard Time. Wherever you guys are reporting in the world today, maraming salamat sa lahat. And thank you guys for joining the Good Doc on what is probably going to be one of the best live streams on God's green earth. You already know what to do. Likes up, caress, molest, distress. I'm not going to waste time with words. I'm not going to mince words. We're going to go ahead and shut this shit down for real, for real. Can somebody explain to me how you can marry a Filipina that you stole from somebody else? I mean, let me ask you a real last question, people. How in the world can you marry a Filipina that you stole from somebody else? Now, let me tell you a quick story because, again, the good dog always has a reason for why he comes up with his live streams. And this shit is it's too real for me and it's too funny for me. So I knew a guy. I always know people. People, they tell me stories. But this one is more on a personal level because I actually knew him. And, we were cool. We would have conversations and stuff like that, hang out whenever we could. And eventually we go to this party together. And at this particular party, there was this beautiful young lady. And I admit the girl was very attractive, and he was looking at her and she was looking at him. And the girl was there with her boyfriend. But of course, being a man, I guess in his infinite wisdom, he thought, oh, man, shit, man, she's fine. I've got to make her mine. I know that's just lame to say, but let's keep it 100. Basically, his thought process was, look, I don't care who she's fucking right now as long as she's fucking me, right? That's basically what his thought was. He was going to get him some regardless of who she was hooking up with. So he finagles his way into a situation where he could get her number. They exchange information. They're talking back and forth. Next thing I know, he comes to me probably about a couple of weeks later, and he's talking about, yeah, man, you remember that girl that we met at this place and shit? And I'm like, yeah, I remember. I mean, because she was cute. No cap. I mean, I'm not going to lie. She was very, very attractive. He was like, me and her, we ended up hooking up. And to be honest, this guy that I know, he's known for this. Like, he's known for trying to talk to girls who have guys. But the funny thing about what he does, and I'm not patting him on the back for this. I'm not giving him any credit because it's fucked up no matter how you slice it. But his thought process was, look, as long as she has a man, she has more to lose than me. So there's no way she's going to run around and tell people, about the situation, whatever it may be. It's going to be something that's going to be kept between me and her because, hell, man, she has more to lose than me. Little did he know, she ain't really care. And she had girlfriends or people that she trusted to share in the fact that they basically, in one way or another hooked up. So he tells me about it. We have a conversation about it. I'm like, but what about her dude? He's like, I don't care about that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he was saying. So, apparently they hooked up off and on. None of my business because I don't really keep up with people's, romantic situations. It's not something that I care about. But about a few months after that, he's telling me, yo, me and this girl, we dating now. She said she broke up with her boyfriend, whatever. And, push came to shove. And, they broke up. So he's looking at me like he was expecting me to say something about it. I'm like, shit, man, good for you. But I told him, I said, are you sure this is the type of girl you want to date, though? I mean, because she was with old boy before you started talking to her. But are you sure this is the type of chick that you can trust today? He's like, Mike, don't worry about it, Doc. Don't worry about it. Shit, man, I have more game than that dude. And, I got the brains in a change or whatever it is. I can do whatever I need to do to keep her in check. That was his thought process. He felt that the guy that she was with was a lame. He couldn't keep up with her. He couldn't do right by her, whatever. So he felt that he could do better. Who am I to judge, right? Who am I to judge? Because I'm just saying, I don't judge the situation, but the shit gets better. Okay. So, he was basically claiming that there was no way that he'll ever get played like that because, he's the boss or whatever. You know how guys are, cocky type guys. And he was one of those types of guys. So, probably within the last month, guys, I'm scrolling through Facebook. And keep in mind, I haven't talked to this guy in a long time. But I'm scrolling through Facebook because, yes, I still have a Facebook. I come across a post that says so and so just got married. And I recognize him and I recognize the girl. Like, it was the girl that he's been talking to for as long as I've known him. And so I click on the pictures. They had a nice little beachfront wedding, something in the Philippines or whatever. It was cute. It was quaint. It was small and all this good stuff. And I could not help myself but to start laughing. I was laughing hard as shit. So my girl come and asked me, like, yo, what the hell you laughing at? Like, what the fuck is so funny? And so I showed him the post and I explained the story that I'm explaining to you guys now. And she was looking at him. She was looking at the girl, looking at him. She was like, that shit ain't gonna work. And I was like, why would you say that they're not gonna work out? She was like, because I can look at a girl, tell that something's not right with the situation. And I was like, yeah, like I told you before, he ended up taking this girl from somebody. She said she don't look like the type of girl that's even remotely looking forward to, settling or being down with somebody, more so somebody who's probably looking for a come up. So, you know, the marriage is recent, guys. It really just happened. I can't for the life of me tell you how this is going to end. But what I can say and what I can ask you is, how in the world can you marry a Filipina that you stole from somebody else, man? Yo, tell me the honest to God truth. How can you marry a chick, period, that you stole from somebody else? First thing that comes to my mind is, how in the hell can I trust you? Shit, you let me bag you while you were being bagged by somebody else. First of all, that's some nasty shit. Now, let me keep it real. All right, because it depends on how you look at the situation. It'll determine your thought process in it. Now, most of us, we're likely not going to be the first guy that the girl we hook up with has ever slept with. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get a chick with her V card. So, in hindsight, and I'm not saying this to be funny, I'm saying it to be real. 9 times out of 10, we're pretty much getting the sloppy seconds. And I know it's funny to say it. I see you, Sentai 7. But but it's true. All right. And I'm not saying it to be rude or anything, but 9 times out of 10, girls have had sexual experiences before they've met us. Hopefully, if it is a relationship that you plan on keeping, you'll be the last, relationship that she'll ever, partake in said activities in. So we're looking around here trying to basically how can I say this? We're in a world, and since I 7, you are probably, yes, I see what you said, man. And if you want to come on, I think you can really come on. If you really want to join the show, please let me know. I'll be glad to have you on because I would love to hear the stories about all the guys and what they choose to do. Because I know there's a lot of guys out there who are probably sending private messages and shit like that. But, in hindsight, the way that I look at it is, how can you trust a chick that you stole from somebody else, man? Tell me, how in the world can I look at you in the face and really be able to put my trust and faith in you, knowing that you have already displayed the ability to jump ship whenever you feel that something better has come along? I don't know what it was about my guy that she was attracted to. Maybe she was just looking for a hookup. Maybe she realized that, he could probably do a whole lot better to how can I say this? Maybe she just thought that the situation with him would be a whole lot better than her current one. Maybe he looked better. I don't know. But we have these guys in the world today that believe that it is such a beautiful, beautiful thing to take another chick from somebody else because it's more or less a conquest to them, It's like, it's not so much that you're okay or satisfied to basically hold on now. Stop. Hold on, give me a second, man. Give me a second. Anyways, it's not so much that you're able to view this as a conquest. It's the fact that you're taking the conquest to another level. I've no, we have the conversation. These girls ain't loyal. They, you can't trust them. All of this, that, and the other. But if you're in a relationship that's real, you can pretty much know who you can trust it to or who you can't trust them to. But what I'm trying to say is, you can fuck him, but why would you marry him? That's my only question, guys. No cap. My question to you is, how could you take it as far as basically making a vow to somebody, making a vow to somebody that that you're willing to be with them forever, forever, forever and a day, knowing that she probably wouldn't be able to make and hold those same vows for herself. All right. Just my question, the question of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just here to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you guys for tuning in. Officially 16 watching. I appreciate all 16 of y'all coming through, showing love to the good doc. Y'all know the rules. Caress it, molest it, de-stress it. Put yourself in a position to like that like button. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support the channel, please feel free to do so. But of course, the good doc is happy that you come through. Spend a little bit of time with me today. Now and then, get my quick shout outs. I see my man MD. I appreciate y'all feeling this topic. This is just the way that it has to be. Alaskan Whiskey, what's good with you, man? Antonio Cotton, I appreciate you coming through. Sensei 7, Bren, what's good with you, man? Yep, the sloppy seconds, these guys are really, really good for going for it. And I think that there's a particular reason why they choose to go for the sloppy seconds. The reasons that I believe that they choose to go for the sloppy seconds is because they know that the girls are putting out. That's what I've noticed throughout my entire experience here in the Philippines. Guys are known for going for the girls that they believe to be easy. Say that one more time. Guys are known and prone to going towards the women that they believe to be easy. So imagine if you already know that this chick is putting out for somebody that you may or may not know. You just know that she's, partaking in said activities. Because you know that she's okay, or that she's okay with, partaking in said activities, you're more drawn to her because at least you know that you don't have to question it. You already know what it is because it's already been made known. Not if you're in a situation with a young lady where you got to guess, maybe you might get it, maybe you might not get it. When they know that they putting out, it makes it easy for them to go after them. But yes, my man Alaska Whiskey, I see you, family. Why in the world would you want to marry a chick that you stole from somebody else? But it happens, people, and it happens so often that it's scary. Like, how in the world can you sit there and tell me that you're perfectly fine taking something that was probably good for somebody else, trying to utilize it for yourself, and then trying to lock it down? What the fuck? That don't make no sense at all. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, and I shit you not. People do it all of the time. Shout out to my boy Eddie Jackson. What's good, man? Doc's been ghost, man. I'm sorry, man. I love doing live shows, but I've been kind of pissed off about the internet situation. You know how I am. And when I was mad, I just didn't come on for a while. And then, of course, Doc's always busy working and, trying to enjoy times and whatnot. But we do what we do. MD says these guys love dating slur. Oh, I know what you mean. Lets them wonder why they get cheated on. That's like having a tiger as a pet, then pretend to be surprised when he eat one of your kids. Facts, bro. Somebody told me a joke the other day that was pretty funny. I just forgot what the joke was. My bad. That's the part of getting old. But yeah, man, you be mad when somebody, like, when you be dealing with pit bulls and shit, you be rubbing it and pissing it off, and then you get mad when it bites your ass. You keep fucking with it, keep poking that bear. That shit go get right. Sentai 7 says you brought up a great point. I have guys trying to steal chicksy from me all the time, and I think that's it. That's the reason. Ren, your situation is just truly unfortunate because of the way people try to attack you, man. I get it. I mean, it sucks, but like I said, I think you've taken the high road on a lot of this, so that's always a good way to go about it. But for sure, man, guys make it almost like a mission for them to try to take somebody else's woman away from him. Like, what the fuck for? Out of the millions and millions of beautiful young single Filipinas out there, you want to try your darndest to take something that somebody else already had. But let me keep it real with you, because a lot of y'all don't understand how deep this goes. I mean, think of it like this. You have absolutely no idea what this man has done to this woman before she got to be with you. No cap, people. No cap. Let's talk about that for a second. You have no idea what this man has done to this woman before you decided to try or make an attempt to take her away from him. Think about that for a second. Just think about that. All right. MD says you'll lose that hoe the same way you got it. These Captain Saver hoes will never learn. Tell him one more again, man. He said, why would you take a woman that would cheat on her own man and think it would not happen to you? Bruh, everybody has the ability or the tendency to think that they are the exception to the rules, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I love a guy who believes that he is the exception to the rule, because only when reality sets in and that shit smack him in the face, then you see these guys making these videos about how Filipinos are all cheaters and gold diggers and skanks and shit like that. That's where most of these videos come from. And I'm keeping it real with you. The guys that come out of hiding to make videos and post in forums about Filipinas ain't this, Filipinas ain't that, that's because of the women that they chose to partake in said activities with. And I'm not going to go any further than that. But yeah, I think y'all pick up what I'm putting down, man. I've been in a situation where I've seen it happen to the best of them. I find this shit to be absolutely funny. But it makes my life, gentlemen. It does. It makes my day. Where are we at? Sleeping awake. What's good? He says, Mike, how you stay looking young, my brother? Is it the food over there, or are you a picky eater? Sleeping awake. Appreciate the love, man, and I'm glad that you believe that I do keep myself looking pretty young. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's genetics, man. My diet is literally not good. No cap. I don't eat a healthy type of lifestyle. I need to change that about myself, but it's purely genetics, man. Swear to God, I look like a 12-year-old child. But to be honest with you, sleeping awake, I asked myself that same question, and then I came to a conclusion. I think the reason why I look as young as I do is because I don't have any facial hair. I don't have any distinguishing features that make me look grown. If I had a full-grown beard, I'd look like an old grown-ass man. If I had like a goatee or something like that, because normally in puberty, or when puberty hits, facial hair comes about for the most part, and that's kind of what makes people look like they're a man, or kind of distinguish them from whatever. Yeah, but because I don't have any facial hair, I think that kind of keeps me looking the way that I do. But yeah, man, just to answer your question, because you asked it. Alaska Whiskey says, what type of crap is that? Why would a man want to marry someone sloppy seconds? $1 million question. I can't lie to you, bro, but I've seen it happen. And they fall in love with these girls, man. No cap. They do. Do y'all think that it's just all about what? Oh man, how can I say this? You think that it's pretty much all about hooking up. And I would think that would be the point too. Because in the beginning, that's how it all started out. Like I told you guys who caught the beginning of it, it started out with him just looking to take the girl from him. Not take the girl from her, but to hook up with her. And he told me straight up, I'm only getting with her because she has a whole lot more to lose than me. So I know she's likely to let me smash and keep it a secret. And I was like, you know what? I don't agree with it. A way of looking at life. If you know that a girl is going to be low key with it because she has just as much to lose, aka a relationship, then of course you expect them to be low key about hooking up. And it kind of makes it, without being skittish about the situation, it kind of makes it exciting. I mean, shit, I think we've all been in situations where we've done things where we probably shouldn't have done, but it's exciting, so we continue to do the shit anyways, okay? So hell, it was probably exciting in the beginning. Then this motherfucker wants to catch feelings and shit, want to make him his girl, like, yo, I really care about her, man. This motherfucker got the nerve to tell me he care about her and shit. I'm like, bruh, I know where this is going. I knew where it was going when I saw it, but I just let it happen. I let it happen. But anywho, we keep it going. But yeah, I don't know why a man would want to marry someone sloppy seconds. And there is, Jared, you're right, bro. There's no need to steal, but people steal anyways because it makes them feel good about themselves. You guys don't understand. I'll put it to you like this. I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna use myself as the example. I'm gonna use myself as the example. If somebody was trying to talk to the mean one, all right, think about this. Somebody who hated me, somebody who couldn't stand the fact they don't like me on YouTube, they don't like anything about me. Let me keep it real, no cap. Imagine somebody hated my guts, and for some god awful reason, they were able to get with the mean one. Can you imagine the bragging rights that they would actually have for themselves because of it, or what they would choose to do because of it? Like, yo, man, you know I fucked the good dog's girl, right? That's the point. That's why a lot of these guys go for, somebody else's chick. It gives them bragging rights. But like you said, how much bragging can you do knowing that you taking somebody's sloppy seconds, right? I mean, how much bragging can you really do for yourself knowing that that is, literally the truth behind it? And like you said, Jared, there's no need to steal millions of fish in the sea. But guys take it upon themselves, or it makes them feel like they're somebody to know that they took somebody else's girl. I don't know what the incentive is, but they do it, bruh. They do it. Alaska Whiskey, I'm with you, man. You can smash all day long, but marrying just ain't the way to go. Sleeping awake, probably the next hardest after dealing with girls who are part of the 1%. The 1% or girls with good jobs are absolutely the hardest. The ones that, are in the medical field or are, accomplished, they're probably the hardest ones in the country to get. And the reason they're the hardest is because they don't need you. They don't have a reason for you. They're already doing good before they met you. So to sit there and believe that a girl is with you because she needs you, nah, not when it comes to girls that are very career oriented and have their own way of going about things. So yeah, facts, no cap. My man Red, he's what's good with you. He says, "What's up, Doc?" He said, "You can't steal a woman. It is just your turn." Yeah, but I kind of feel like there's no okay. I understand the ideology behind, yeah, it's your turn, but when there's overlap, that's where I have the problem. You understand? When you got all that overlapping, that's where shit gets a little shifty for my taste. But hey, everybody is definitely on their own wave. So who am I to say? My man, Mr. Carl Harlow, appreciate you being here. My man Eddie says I should have went with Bobby D to the YouTube event creator camp. I wasn't in Cebu, brother. If I was, I would have went. Any type of YouTube event that they have, I would love to go to it. Sounds fun. And any way that I can help my channel grow, I am all in for that. My man says, I think it's the challenge, Dr. Mike. I never understood this. It's always the challenge, bro. Always the challenge. Sleeping awake, I appreciate the love, man. I think I look all right. I ain't the prettiest motherfucker on the block, but I keep it clean. I do all right, and I appreciate that. My boy Malcolm in the building, appreciate you being here. Mr. Scorpio in the building, it's all good. You're never late as long as you can catch the replay. But while I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen, 23 in the building. Appreciate all 23 of you coming through, showing love to the good doc. Y'all got one thing that I ask you to do. Hit that like button. Take that time. Please do. All right. And for those that want to support the good doc, please feel free to do so. Of course, I'm just happy that you come through and spend a little bit of time. Felt like I've been away from you guys for a long ass time, and that's my bad. I felt like I've been away for far too long. Live streams are just not the same. I like doing them. It feels good to be back with my fellow brethren. So whenever you get busy, sometimes you lose sight. And unfortunately, just got a busy week ahead of me. So, it feels good to be back. Next week, I'm not sure when my lives will come through. But as long as I can make time, I'll definitely put up a couple for you guys. All right. Love being able to share the dialogue, man. MD says there are too many girls in the Philippines to be going after another man's chick. 100%. My man Ren says that is the reason why these guys are trying to hit up on this girl. It sucks. It sucks when people try to come after your chick, though. I think that's really, really the ultimate sign of disrespect. Number one. Number two, I just think that it's, there's better ways of going about this shit, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do, man. Oh yeah, man, just smashing them. I feel you, Mr. Scorpio. If you smashing, I don't really have a problem with it. I don't condone it, especially when there's overlap. But what I can say is that taking it to the marriage step enough to scare me, like it's enough to make me think, where is your train of thought on this whole entire process? Because I'm not seeing it, people. I'm not catching that vision. Um, my man MD says that's how you get shot. Oh, what's up, Ray Man? He said that's how you get shot. Going after another man's woman can get you killed. In the Philippines, no doubt in my mind, especially when them dudes be in love. Oh man, if you still try to steal another Filipino guy's girl, oh shit. Yeah, they very emotional, my dude. Trust me when I tell you, they some emotional people. My man Malcolm says I'm not that much of a dusty, crusty, or musty individual to want seconds of leftovers. Yeah, we can all do better. We definitely can. My man Scorpio says, do Filipino women? He said, do Filipino get down for just smashing, or are they totally different than Western women? Well, that's $1,000,000 question. Honestly, it's a toss up, my G. Sometimes women are game to just hook up. It does happen. It depends on how you treat them, of course. If you come correct, I mean, and you show them the respect, and you just talk to them normal, you can pretty much probably talk your way into the panties. It's not as if, but don't know nothing like in the Western world where you can go up to a girl, and if she likes you, you can't just say, "Are you down to smash?" and it's just gonna happen like that. I don't think it's gonna happen that fast. You have to create the dialogue, and you definitely have to, converse with them. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy to think that. But there are some guys who would be like, nah, man, it is that easy. And it ain't always that easy. All right, my man Terry Edwards in the building. What's good with you guys? Malcolm, let me know when you're back in the Philippines, bro. Sleeping awake. I do not talk about my personal life, but something like that. Something like that. Eddie Jackson says, Dr. Mike, it is low self-esteem or the grass is greener, envy syndrome. And I like that thought process, brother. I'm glad you brought that to my attention. That shit's real, though. That is 100% real. Guys with low self-esteem. Or are you talking about the girls? I'm sorry. Let me back up. Eddie, are we talking about the girl from the girls aspect or from the guys aspect? Because I got to make sure that I'm gonna get my words out or explain my thoughts on it, but I gotta make sure I got that right first. All right. My man says I plan to make a trip to the Philippines in 2021. Need another trip overseas. Facts, bruh. My people coming in 2020. I see y'all in the building. All right, Malcolm, let me know, bro. My man Red says, why go after a woman that is being ran through by a dude full time as a challenge? Roll with 3 of your own and can show you, and I'll show you some props. Yeah, I agree, man. Why would I want to take another dude's chick? Caveman, what's good with you? Appreciate you. But yeah, man. Eddie Jackson, you said you think it's the grass is greener syndrome. From the female perspective, I see it all day long, man. Every female who attempts to make a switch up in the team or the roster for themselves, they're doing it because they believe that their guy that is talking to them can provide them a better lifestyle. From the guy's perspective, it is envy, no doubt in my mind. I can't see any other reason why a man would want to. Oh shit! Stop the show. Hold on. Hold on. How many of y'all know about the Omarion and Lil Fizz situation with April Jones? Press 1. I know this is more of a black urban thing. I'm sorry to all of my listeners that aren't really into hip hop music, but there's a situation. Press 1 if you know about the Lil Fizz, Omarion, and April Jones situation. I know most of y'all probably do. But I want to see the ones before we explain what we're talking about here. And while y'all doing that, y'all make sure you get the likes up in the process, okay? But for those that don't know the situation, I'm waiting for the ones. There are a couple people. Like I said, I know I have a mixed audience, so some people aren't really up on urban hip hop news. So I don't want to talk about it any more than I have to. But let's keep it 100%. All right. For those that know about the situation, or a quick recap, because I don't want to repeat it because it's been talked about too much. But basically, Omarion and the dude Lil Fizz, they were in a group together, B2K. They grew up. Omarion has 2 children with a girl named April Jones. Omarion's no longer with her, but Lil Fizz is now with April Jones, and they've been trying to do everything to, basically, make the man mad, for lack of a better term. And the way that I heard it explained to me was completely classic. Somebody explained to me that the whole from Little Fizz is respect perspective, basically Omarion brother in arms or whatnot. They were like, yo, man, it was basically he's doing this shit because he was envious of what Omarion had. Think about it. He probably wanted Omarion's life. Now, and I don't want to go into this because I've heard too many people cover it. But if you think about it, Omarion, out of all of them in that whole entire group, was the only one to have a successful solo career. Nobody's gonna say that that they're not gonna want to have a successful solo career after being a part of a group, a boy band, or whatever you want to call it. But the way that it was explained to me, they were like, yo, this man just wanted his life. That's the way the YouTuber was explaining it. Everything that Omarion had, he wanted it so that he could, it was basically envy-like syndrome. That was basically what I'm getting at. He was mad because he was probably getting the best of the girls, probably because he was the lead singer. Trust me, he led on all them shows, bruh. Think about it. Tell me what song Omarion wasn't the lead singer on. If you guys know B2K, I do know B2K because I'm not going to front. I listened to the music back in the day. I did. I liked the music. I thought shit was dope. And you play that song when the girls around, it definitely gets people on point. So, back to what I'm saying, he was probably the lead singer on all of the songs. So you can imagine, there's going to be some envy, right? And somebody basically said that man just wanted that man's life. And that's why he's getting with his girl and doing all this extra shit. So if we're taking that into consideration, I doubt him. I don't think Malcolm, I agree. The dude is a simp. I don't think he's a big enough simp to marry April Jones. Omarion didn't marry April Jones, bro. I don't think I don't think Fizz, as much as I don't like the way he went about it, breaking the bro code and the whole nine, I don't think that man going I don't think that man's gonna marry her. I think he just wanted to hook up with her. In hindsight, the way that I look at it, I didn't see any overlap in that situation though. Yep. Eddie Jackson, I'm with you, bro. Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes. But the thing with that is there was no overlap. That's the one thing that I can say. I'm not seeing any overlap. Matt Barnes and his girl, Gloria, whatever her name, Govan, they were broken up. Eric Clapton and George Harrison, that is one I need to Google because I'm not familiar with that one, but it's probably the same shit. But basically, like I'm saying, it's just the craziest thing to think about, man. It's the craziest thing to think about. Malcolm says some of these celebrities make us look bad in this world. Facts. But the way that I like to, yeah. Oh, stop. Hey, Eddie Jackson, don't talk about Jermaine and Randy. Please don't. Because that's a weird situation. Because I think that girl has kids with both of them. So that's like, not only are they cousins, but they're brothers, and they're, that shit just all messed up, bro. Bruh. But I'm saying though, we're talking about this in hindsight, but what I want us to do is get back to the main picture. All the time we hear about situations where how can I say this? We think about, or we hear about situations wherein people are dealing with somebody else's sloppy seconds, or in my personal situation, understanding how can you marry a Filipina that you stole from somebody else? How in the world can you justify putting a ring on the finger of a chick that probably should not have been yours and probably was not yours in the first place? I mean, I can't be the only one that sees bad, that sees no good coming out of that situation, man. I can't, man. I can't. But this is what we do, man. This is the world that we're living in, and I think it's probably just as worse in the Philippines than it is in the United States. I did a show a long time ago. I've deleted it since, but I did a live show about two guys arguing over one Filipina or something like that. And people just couldn't see the thought behind it. But if you can imagine that that a young lady is BTA or about that action, you'll likely give her the chance. If she wants to be taken or you see her flirting with you, you likely gonna take it. But the level that you choose to take it to after that, marriage and all that shit, that's just something we don't have to get into, But some people will, and they're happily willing to do so. I don't, bruh. I'm not sure what is going on in the world today, but people that overlapping and all of that shit. Derek, oh my man, Derek did get married today. Shout out to the homie. Yeah, big congratulations. I heard him say he was getting married on Saturday. He told me in an email. Congratulations to our brother Derek Floyd. Yeah, man, he is getting married to his young lady. You guys know he has a beautiful baby girl. I think she was born probably a couple of months ago. I think around May or June of this year. So now him and his family, one big happy family, nothing but love. So much love to him. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot that was actually Saturday. Well, Philippine Saturday, I should say. But yeah, my man did get married. Eddie Jackson says men are men and women are women. Some men have standards, but most do not. Yes, a lot of them don't. Sentai 7 says nobody wanted Chixie for 2 years. She was single for 2 years. It was not till I got with her and did videos that people wanted this girl. Yeah, that's the truth. Nobody wants your chick until you're with her. And that is definitely a live stream within itself, man. That is something we'll talk about at another time. Nobody really wants you until you're with somebody else too. Eddie Jackson, I agree, man. Sex is a man's Achilles heel, and love is his hypocrite. Oh yeah, a man will damn near give his left nut to get him some. Eddie Jackson, shut up, man. Yeah, I'm not going there either. My man Red says this is why I don't mess with women with children. Some other dude got that problem. True. MD says you hear stories of guys buying houses from Filipinas. They're dating. You already know how those stories end. Facts. Malcolm says I'm not fighting someone else over someone that don't want to be kept. You shouldn't. I would never. For sure. I wouldn't even waste my time. My man Scorpio says there's this one thick Filipina who loves oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. You wonder if it's a stunt? I don't know, bruh. I don't know. But we all know who you're talking about. Trust me. We all know who you're talking about. Eddie, if he did, congratulations to him. I'm not going there. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Scorpio, he says I don't see myself getting married for a while. Take your time, man. Enjoy life. That's the way I look at it. Enjoy your time in the Philippines when you come. Marriage is just something that'll happen if it happens, man. If it doesn't, as long as you're having fun, keep doing what you're doing. My man Ed, what's good with you? All right, y'all talking to each other. But anyways, guys, like I said, just a quick conversation, a quick dialogue that must be had. How can you marry a Filipina that you stole from somebody else? Everybody believes that, it's a conquest and that you were confidently able to take another woman from another man. And that's supposed to make you what? Better than the other guy? Not quite. A lot of people fail to realize how that looks, how that looks on yourself. A lot of people don't take that into consideration. They don't know how they look as a result of them partaking in said activity. First of all, on average, you looking real desperate in my try to take another woman from a dude. Like if you feel like that's your biggest accomplishment in life, I mean that says a lot about yourself, man. That's the only way I'm gonna say it. That shit says a lot about yourself. Mm. Oh shit. But this is the world we're living in, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't just in the United States; it's in the Philippines too. A lot of people take pride in it. One thing that I can't stand is just I don't like people who are hypocritical about the entire situation though. That's the only thing that I can't stand. But we'll not jump into that one. It's too much to ask for and it's too much work, man. MD, that is probably the best way to go about it. Just hit it and quit it, and keep moving. But sometimes we have those that catch them feelings that probably were never there until you started sleeping with her. And I swear to God, man, if you sleep with them too many times, you're gonna catch feelings, bro. That's no cap, man. I see that happening to a lot of guys. That's why you see a lot of guys falling in love with bar girls, sleep with them enough times. You start to catch feelings, and that's a dangerous, dangerous thing. Alaskan whiskey, not a bad idea. Just keep a young lady around. That's always a good way to look at life. Caveman, I think I doubt a man would, because she might tell you yes, and then what are you gonna say if she says yes? There's nothing you can really say if she actually says that. Rand says that these men don't care. I've seen it many times. It all ends up the same: breakup, crying, and then beer. Gotta love it, man. It's a cycle that never ends, people. It's the never-ending cycle. You will likely lose her. How you got her to somebody else, man. Malcolm, you're right. You can't be mad at Fizz for it. He says she doesn't look that bad, and let's not act like she not. Oh no, she a baddie. I mean, I guess it's simple for me. The only thing that I see wrong with the whole Amarion Lil Fizz situation is simply because that's your boy. She good. She bad as hell. So yeah, she definitely she looks the part. She a good looking chick for somebody who had 2 kids. My whole thing about it is out of all the girls you could have been with, why did it have to be your homeboy's ex? Right? Because I'm telling you, I'm not seeing any overlap. No cap. I'm not seeing it at all. But what I am seeing is how in the world could you, out of all the women in the world to choose to be with, you had to choose her. That's all. Yep. Ren, I'm with you, man. I'm not for the bar girls either. Eddie says, "Dog, I said love is of every man's kryptonite, not hypocrite." No. No. I was saying that it's hypocritical for men to, shit on somebody else for doing it. That's what I meant to say. Oh no, I saw kryptonite. I saw you. My man, Mr. Scorpio says, "I never slept with an Asian woman. Period. Only black, white, and Haitian." Yeah, you might have some fun with some Asian chicks, man. Enjoy it. I know I do. mm. Mm-mm. But all right, people. I just wanted to say my piece for a moment. I didn't want to be on very long. I got to go ahead and get the day started. Y'all know what it is, man. Just having some fun. I hope that you guys were able to enjoy it. It's been a great 40 plus minutes or so. It's always good to be able to connect with my folk and my people. Always good to be able to converse with my people and have a good dialogue. But yeah, Malcolm, I'm with you, man. He did mess up the bro code. But when it comes to the Matrix, the vast majority don't care about any codes. Yeah, they truly don't. But it's all good. You just got to be careful. Why you think that's why I don't have friends now in the United States, man. I ain't got no friends. I don't trust these motherfuckers. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust him at all. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show. I'm gonna go ahead and get my day started, but I'm gonna give my shout outs, man. Sleeping Awake, appreciate y'all being here. Alaskan Whiskey, my boy Red, appreciate you. MD, L Ghost, my boy Malcolm. Eddie Jackson, always a pleasure, man. Earl Owens, I see you guys. Mr. Scorpio. Ren, always good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Caveman, appreciate you. El Ghost, my man Ed. If I miss your name, don't kill me, all right? I'm scrolling through pretty fast. Who else we got in the building? My boy Robert Morris, appreciate you being here. Jared, appreciate you guys. I know I saw somebody else. I know my man Terry. There you go. Terry Edwards. I see you in the building, man. Rain Man, always a pleasure. My man, Mr. Carl Haller. Always good to see you guys in the building. It feels good to be back on for a live. My boy Antonio, of course. I appreciate y'all being here, and I appreciate y'all spending some time with the doc today. It's been a good show. I didn't want to be on very long, so I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. All right. I'm glad you guys missed the show because I'm glad that I'm about to get back in it. We're gonna have some fun coming up soon. I might drop one tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. Yeah, Malcolm, no friends, people I know or acquaintances, associates or acquaintances, people I know. All right, appreciate y'all being here. It is what it's going to be. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Always been a good one. It's been fun. It's been real, but you know what time it is? It's time for me to go on about my business and get my shit together. All right. So, with that being said, the good doc is officially out. At least nako paalam, which means I am going now. Bye bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.